Are you experiencing an unlived life? In last week's video, we celebrated that this journey for me has now been 5 years as a certified life coach, really supporting people in living the lives of their dreams. And I would never stand here and tell you that that journey has been all rainbows and unicorns. It's been an up and down path. And today we're talking about fear, and I want to share with you today how fear manifested itself inside my life early on in this entrepreneurial journey. It was January and I hadn't been feeling very well for a while. I have a chronic health condition and it really got triggered. It had been in remission for a long time and it got triggered. So Jeff took me in to see my specialist and I never left that hospital. They admitted me right away. And there was one day where Jeff brought the kids to come and see me, and they were little at this time. I think Adele, our youngest, was 18 months old, so they were 1, 3, and 5. And I was sitting in a wheelchair, and I had the IV in my arm. And I remember the kids coming to see me, and Adele took one look at me, and she started crying, and she ran the other way. And as a mom, I mean, that absolutely crushed me. It broke my heart to see that. I don't know if it was the IV, if it was the wheelchair, the hospital gown, the fact that I'd been away from home for a little while, but it crushed me. And I knew what had put me into that hospital was fear. The specialists, the doctors, they probably wouldn't have diagnosed it as that. But I had so much stress and so much anxiety about starting this business, moving forward with my goals. Would I be able to do it? Am I going to be able to support my family? What are people going to think? And all of that worry and all of that anxiety manifested itself inside of my health. This is really important for all of us, I believe, is to really pay attention to the signs and the signals of fear, of worry, of stress. Sometimes it's that unlived life. It starts to show up as struggle in our relationships. It shows up as struggle financially. And for me, it really impacted my health. I was so grateful for all the tools that I had in my tool belt and for my own coaches and my own mentors that I could lean on in that time. And it really helped me get reconnected to my vision. Why was I doing this? I had such a strong desire to have an impact on this planet, the impact on people's lives. I wanted that personal growth for myself, and I wanted that freedom and that flexibility to really be there for my kids. Where are you in your journey right now? Do you have fear that's manifesting itself and really maybe has you by the neck, where it's really trying to wrestle you to the ground? And fear isn't always that obvious. Sometimes it's a lot more subtle. It's, we get distracted, we get busy, we get doing things that aren't moving us forward, we get stuck. Fear can be very, very sneaky. It can disguise itself as practicality. So how do you move through that? For me, 2 things were really key. Again, it was reconnecting to my vision. Why was I doing what I was doing? What did I see myself doing? Why was it important? And also having the structure of support. I had invested in my coaches and my mentors so that I could lean on them and I could lean on their belief. They're believing in me when I wasn't believing in myself at that time. It would have been very easy from that hospital bed to go back to the corporate world, to the nice office, to the benefit package, to the pension plan. That would have been the easy move, but it wasn't the life-giving move. I recommitted myself. I'm doing this, and I'm going to do it differently. I am no longer going to let fear have that grip on me. I'm going to learn how to partner with that fear. Fear never goes away. As long as we're growing, as long as we're expanding, it is going to be a player in your life. But when you can learn to embrace that fear and walk with it instead of it really having you stuck, that's the key. Stay connected to your vision. Stay connected with what it is that you would love. and take an action step. What's one thing I can do today in the direction of my dream to really move that energy? And as soon as you take that action step, you're saying yes to your vision and you're saying no to the fear. I am so grateful for that part of me that recommitted at that time. And it's really led me down this incredible path of service. And fear is still a player as I grow myself, as I grow my business, as I grow and expand and move into my goals and my dreams. It's not going to go away. Learn how to embrace it, learn how to befriend it, and you really truly can live a life that you love. Here is to your success.